be experiencing postpartum psychosis or postpartum depression up to a year or even longer?
There are different kinds of outcomes and time periods that different organizations use.
I'm not asking about outcomes and time periods. I'm asking about the World Health Organization cutoff for a woman with postpartum depression or psychosis. What's the time frame?
Well, I don't know.
And then you indicated, now it could be something else, and there was certainly some stuff that I saw that were symptoms of depression and other sorts of things that she experienced in January, but it was, given the time, it was less likely, I thought, to be postpartum. What did you mean by that?
I meant that she was 8 months after giving birth to Callan, and if you look at two sources of authority, which I relied on, the DSM-5 and the Cleveland Clinic, then neither one of those would suggest that postpartum was the more likely explanation as opposed to something else.
So, if we put aside the DSM, when was the DSM? Strike that. Would you agree that the DSM virtually only mentions the whole concept of postpartum psychosis, postpartum depression in 2 paragraphs?
I would agree that they don't consider it to be a mental diagnosis in the same sense that other diagnostic areas are described in that manual.
Okay. Think that should change?
Objection.
No, overall.
Do I think it should change?
Yeah, you.
The way I look at this is that the DSM-5 and the Cleveland Clinic and the World Health Organization reflect different outcomes, and I think that one of the things that they do on the conservative end is they reflect something that is basically a month, a month or 2 months, and something else on the very extended end is a good bit longer. I think it depends on a number of things in terms of how it changes, and I'm not in a position to offer informed opinion on that, really.
Obviously.
Objection.
It'll be stricken.
Doctor, if Ms. Clancy had a genuine command hallucination, which in fact did cause her to feel compelled to carry out the killing of her children,
Yes.
and herself, would you agree that she lacks substantial capacity to conform her conduct to the requirements of the law? If in fact that was a genuine command hallucination that she believed?
That would depend on a number of things. It would depend, for example...
Let's not go through a number of things. So your answer is no?
And my answer would be it depends.
Okay, so it depends.
Next question.
Would you agree, sir, that in December of 2022, and she told you that at that time frame she had these thoughts that were in her head that would, quote, pop into her head, intrusive thoughts that included that her brain was damaged and that she had to kill herself? And she told you that, right?
She did.
Do you believe that she was telling you the truth, sir?
Yes.
I stand corrected in one regard, sir. This morning I started off my questions by asking you about 49 years ago when you published an article on postpartum psychosis, and you agreed. You were in college or something. But in fact, it was not postpartum psychosis. It was about schizophrenia, wasn't it? I'd
have to think back 49 years, but I think that's right, yes.
Transcripts of interviews with 32 schizophrenic patients, 15 male, 17 female, all with primary or secondary paranoid symptomology, were edited only to delusion-relevant material. Does that refresh your memory, sir?
It does.
Okay, so it wasn't postpartum psychosis. You've never written about postpartum psychosis, right?
That's right.
Okay. So, finally, sir, would you agree, And if you don't, just say, no, I don't agree. Postpartum depression. Are there tests that can be administered too? I'm not talking about a guy who's upset about his job. I'm talking about a woman who's just had a baby, who's going through the postpartum period, exhibiting signs of depression and or psychosis, okay?
Yes.
All right. Would you agree with me? A person can complain that they're less able to laugh or see the funny side of their life. Is that a symptom, sir? If you know?
Are you asking me if that's a symptom of postpartum depression specifically or depression more generally?
Oh, no, I'm asking you about postpartum depression, sir. That's what I'm talking about right now.
All right.
Okay? Do you agree that a patient would complain that they're less able to laugh and see the funny side of life?
That's a symptom of depression.
All right, you're going
Could
to
be
tell me it's a
postpartum
symptom
or
of
it could
depression
be-
constantly. My question is, do you agree that it's a symptom of postpartum depression?
Yes.
Okay. Not looking forward to things.
And let me just say...
Oh, no, I don't want to let you do anything. Can you just tell me if
don't.
letting someone stopping looking forward to things is a complaint that is common to postpartum depression?
Yes.
Anxious and worried for no good reason.
Yes.
And Lindsay complained of anxiety and being worried for no good reason constantly, right?
Yes.
She blamed herself for a lot of things in her life. Isn't that right?
She did, yes.
And she was not looking forward to the future. She was not happy with her life in the sense of the way she felt and wanted to go back to the way she was, right?
That's right.
How about complain? When I say complain, I don't mean complaining. It's just that that's the language you guys use. Complained about overwhelmed. Her day is overwhelming.
Yes.
So unhappy that she would cry constantly.
Yes.
Sad and miserable.
Yes.
Thoughts of harming herself, which is, according to the Mass Department of Mental Health, a flag in and of itself. She had thoughts of harming herself, right?
She did.
Okay, so those are all of the postpartum depression symptoms that a person can have, according to Mass General Hospital's 3-year review of postpartum depression and psychosis. So she hit all of these symptoms, right?
Those are symptoms of postpartum depression. They're also symptoms of depression
I don't
broadly.
care what I'm asking you, sir. Are they symptoms of postpartum depression?
Yes.
All right. And there's a tool